experimental forest, I believe is what they call it. Today we're gonna knock out a few of these trails out here. We're gonna start on the Explorer Loop, then we're gonna go up to the Parkway and hit the MST for a little bit. Then we'll wind up back down here at not the Half Mile Orange. And currently I'm standing on Bent Creek's one and only, maybe not one and only, one of their few ice skating rinks.
Good morning, folks, from Bent Creek Experimental Forest. We are doing a big loop today, about 6.5 miles. Explorer loop plus the connector, Sleepy Gap, Chestnut Cove, I think, part of the MST between the two. So I think all total we knock out 4 trails today off of the Pisgah Ranger District, and most importantly out of Bent Creek. So it's going to be a good morning. We started out, it's about 36 degrees, I think, the last time I checked.
Yeah, still don't have the go-lead.
Oh, look, y'all, on the Explorer Loop. Y'all check it out. We love rhododendron tunnels. So I don't know what family rhododendron is in, but their leaves don't turn brown and fall off like the other ones. So it always feels like you're walking through a tunnel. It's really cool. I don't know, we enjoy it, right, Squatch? Another really pretty moment in these rhododendron thickets. Look at the sun coming through on the trail. I love earlier morning hikes like this for that reason. It's just so pretty. And I'm honestly shocked that we haven't seen more people than we have.
Well, the ground is crazy, so.
That's true. So really cool, one of the little informational signs says Mountain Roads. The road you are walking or bicycling on has existed for more than 40 years. It was probably built as a logging access road when the timber along this slope was harvested. Many of the roads located at Bent Creek were hand dug by large teams of men equipped with no more than shovels and pickaxes. Some roads probably lie over old trails where only horses trod before 1935. I don't know. Cool little piece of this area's history. Look how pretty that trail is. Ain't it gorgeous with the sun coming in? So I had to stop the video and come into real time here because you guys just witnessed which way I came across. And then I get across and look at that. That's there for free use. Anyway, back to the trail. So we're on our way to the back side of the Explorer Loop. I don't know if you can hear it, but we're up in a holler and it's really echoey back here. Not sure if lunch will be at Sleepy Gap or at Chestnut Cove.
Until we're gaining some elevation. It's getting chilly.
Yeah, it's getting chillier. We're definitely gaining in elevation. Here's that big old curve before Sleepy Gap. I don't know, it's not too bad. I've got on my fleece lined leggings and he's got on a thermal layer underneath his pants. And we're both just in mid layers on the top. But we got puffies if we need them. We do our best on these to bring as many of the essentials as possible. So, warm layers of clothes, emergency blankets, something you can attempt to make a shelter with if worse came to worse. Water. I always carry my water bladder just because I want to have it. I want to know that I have water to drink. And so I have it. Steph's got all the food down the MSR switch. Oh, I think we're coming on Sleepy Gap. Yep, look at that, y'all. Explorer loop straight ahead. Sleepy Gap in the parkway. To the right. Left. You can ask my husband. I can read a map good. But telling you left from right, you really...
Never been our strong suit.
It's not my strong suit. And get you where you need to go, though.
As long as it's a good point.
Yep. We always say, go the way I point, not the way I say. That's been a thing for practically our entire marriage. Check it out, y'all. That's looking down Sleepy Gap. Got about maybe 6/10 of a mile, 3/4 up to the parkway from the map I just looked at. And I can confirm Sleepy Gap is steep. Come to this one expecting a workout because you will get it. But anytime you say you're headed up to the parkway,
in our experience, that always means a climb.
well, folks, here we are headed up Sleepy Gap still. And Squatch and I had a question. What came first, the bridge or the rock? My theory is the bridge. I think the rock was placed after it started rotting out. What do you think, Squatch?
I like it.
He's just going to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Alright, y'all. This is kind of cool. The ice is kind of frozen over the tree rings. I don't know if you can see it, but we thought it was pretty neat. Look at that, y'all. All to ourselves. Chestnut Cove overlook is where we're headed next via the Mountains to Sea Trail. But for now, we're gonna enjoy this view from Sleepy Gap. So you see the lack of spoon in the tuna thing here? Our lovely selves made it all the way up here, you know, a little over 2 miles in to our 6.5 mile hike without any stinking utensils to eat with. Forgot the beef stroganoff in the car where the utensils are also, so it's not doing as much good. And we're going to make our way on the MST over towards the Chestnut Cove overlook. So now I got to pack up. He's all packed up. We are done with our snacking and seeing the beautiful views of Sleepy Gap. We are now headed up the MST to Chestnut Cove. And so now obviously still ascending because still heading towards Pisgah on the shut-in when you want to really get technical about it. This particular section of the MST I've never done. Stefan has. It's looking straight uphill for now. But then we're going to hit Chestnut Cove. We'll see the views there and maybe stop and take a time lapse for you folks. And then head back down. We've got one little connector and then another section of the Explorer Loop to do. And then we'll have, I believe it's 4 trails done today. Don't worry. I will be sure to catch our local metalhead squatch for you and let him know. And he can let you know the final count. Squatch and I are up here. That's looking down Sleepy Gap over Bent Creek. If you can see through the leaves. It's, with the leaves down, I mean, it's really gorgeous. So, when they open the parkway back up, you should absolutely come check it out. Or just hike up out of Bent Creek. I'll be happy to share my map. Look at that. The base of it's just one big burl.
Probably tons of rock in it.
Probably. Let's hope it never comes down. It'll take the whole trail with it. The views up here It is beautiful this time of year. I don't know if you can see it, but there's ridge lines on every side. Oh yay, I think we've reached the top. Hallelujah. I see some downhill. Alright, y'all. Coming out on Chestnut Cove overlook on the parkway. So this should be
careful crossing the parkway.
Parkway happens to be closed today, folks. So this will be the last section of the MST for us here today.
And there's the tripod over there, just taking a time lapse.
Of Chestnut Cove. This is what the filmmaker does to get a shot, but we'll see how good that shot is. So we are down in Chestnut Cove. I don't know if you can see it on the map, right? Oh, well, you definitely can't see it now. Anyway, Chestnut Cove right there. Fixing to take that short little spurt down the hill and then come back up it and hit the Explorer Loop. And then back out to the car. I've really enjoyed this hike today. This has been pretty awesome, I feel like.
It's been a nice mix between cruisy and easygoing and enough challenge to keep you interested. I like that.
Yep, I genuinely didn't know that I was going to like Bent Creek Trail this much. But
May have found one we'll be back to, who knows?
yeah, maybe. Coming from the parkway, it's not bad. At least Chestnut Cove hasn't been. So I turned the camera on so you guys could see kind of, there's a difference in hiking in the morning and the afternoon in the sun. In the afternoon it feels softer. In the morning the shadows to me feel darker, but the rays of light are brighter. It's really hard to explain. We're doing a little side spur trail here. This completes the back end of the Explorer Loop, but we're coming back up this section because we have 2 other sections of the Explorer Loop to complete after this. This was just the shortest side spur to knock out. We're back on the Explorer Loop, y'all. In less than a half a mile, we will be turning right and then doing an out and back on a short section we missed between Chestnut Cove and Sleepy Gap. Well, folks, we are on our way back towards the not half mile orange. And we've just got one teeny tiny little section of the Explorer Loop left back to the road, and then another small connector off Bent Creek Road. And this section of Bent Creek is done. Well, folks, we are coming to the end of the Explorer Loop, which means we are back to Forest Service Road 79H. And the next stop is the car.
Hey look, we're going through the arch.
Yay! Explorer Loop is done. Along with Sleepy Gap and Chestnut Cove. It's been a pretty great day, I feel like. So we had to stop and finish this one little connector in green there. That's 337B, so it's the end of the Explorer Loop connector. So this one involves a creek crossing. You can see old Squatch up there. He's got his Tevas on, ready to play. I'm sticking to my boots. So hopefully the creek's right up here in front of us.
Playing in the creek in January? That seems like a great idea.
I mean, it seems like an awesome idea, right? It's not like it's only like 45 degrees out or anything. So we're gonna see how he likes this. I've never done anything like this, but when he was in the Navy, he did the polar bear plunge up in Chicago into Lake Michigan.
I think so.
And yeah. Yep, get them thermals up.
That's nice. 4 freezing trails!
You can't wait to get out of that creek. So see, my toes are in the water. I've been in the creek, right here, right there. You see that? Nope, you don't. See, toes are in the water.
Mine too.
I think he's gonna be ready for the car. Now he's gonna book it to the car, folks. So we're done with the Explorer Loop, the connector for it, and Chestnut Cove and Sleepy Gap. And we walked a total distance of 8.3 miles and also had an elevation gain of 1,438 feet according to my Apple Watch. Until next time, thanks for journeying with the Jameses.